It's been a few weeks since I last put out the devlog explaining what I was working and the project structure. A lot has happened since then. But what matters is that I have been coding on and off, and because of that, I'm not able to build momentum. Each time I come back, I have to first remember what I was working on before. The uncertainty is frustrating, but whenever I do push past it, I do feel better at the end. So, what I'm currently working on is a class question bank which handle also all the questions for the quiz. It is responsible for retrieving and managing the questions at whatever we hard code like to test the game logic. I will share the progress so far at the end of the session. So stay tuned. So yeah, today is the next day, and after working on the question bank class yesterday, and I'm planning to work on the game session, which is supposed to track all the user information, like how many questions he got, and keeping track of scores, etc. So I have a session to do it, and I'll see how much I can get done today. I'll update you tomorrow. So today is the next day, and I'm gonna show you what I've been working on yesterday. So basically, whatever I was doing yesterday is to avoid null pointer exceptions. Is like whenever a question doesn't have a particular category, or if it has a category and doesn't have a difficulty that is required, and the user asks for it, instead of running into error and making the whole program crash, I've been working and creating methods to check for the null pointer, like null value before even it runs the required method. So that's what, if I show you. So there are some few methods. Few methods that has to run when a question has been done, like when a session has been done. So that is what is required, and that has to work in conjunction with the quiz app, the interface where the user interacts with the program. So I think if we do that, we'll be done with the core logic, and yeah. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. Okay, so guys, today is 2 days later. I just had my dinner after working all day. So I just want to tell you what I'm aiming to do. I thought I completed the program and the game logic, but there is a small problem. Like it's we have to find the source of error, but I'll explain what happened. So when a user like starts for a quiz, he selects a category. Currently, there are four categories: business, relating entrepreneurs, AI, ML, technology, and sports. So when a user selects any of these four categories, the respective question from the question bank we have created like multiple questions for each difficulty level and so on. So when these users select either of these, the corresponding to this a particular question has to be pulled from the question bank. That sounds simple, right? But there's something happening. But whenever I'm selecting a user, it's not like getting the correct question. So I have to find where this logic is being disconnected. So that's what I aim to work on today's session. And if I figure it out, I'll show you what's the progress, like how the logic is supposed to work. Because if we're done with this, we will done with the main initial part of the project. So yeah, I'll get to coding. So hey guys, welcome back. It's been a few days since the last clip. It's been a few days of struggle trying to find the diagnose the issue. Initially we were able to load the questions, but then the problem was the questions were being assigned null category instead of business or everything. So after a few days of trying to diagnose, find the issue, I was finally able to think through the issue and find out where it could be, whether it could be in the constructor or it could be in the helper methods. And the issue that we had was, I'll just see. While creating the variable, we created category category. Here it's the same, but here for creating the constructor, it was category. Because of that one single mistake, the program was not running as it should. I was not able to start a quiz session, test the game logic. But now that we were able to do that, I'll just run the program and there you go. Question. These are all mostly debugging statements. We'll just clear it out when we move it to IntelliJ. So, but basically, yeah, this has been a long road, and I'll just. So yeah, now what the current status is that we have a game logic. It functions. How the questions will be sorted, what type of questions will be there, what category is the basic, the basic logic of everything, how it works is there. So what is the next step? Currently we are working on BlueJ, the IDE as a developing environment. Now we have to shift to the IntelliJ because the goal is to create a web app and it should be online and hopefully multiplayer as well. So the goal now is to take this logic, find out how IntelliJ works, get familiar with it, test this logic, make sure it works there. Then we will start building out other features. Mostly first feature we'll start with is user authentication, user profiles and leaderboards. That is the first step, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself because I don't know how the shift to a new IDE is going to be. Because I did it only one time before I used to work on command prompt, but I shifted to BlueJ and I thought it was so easy and so much better than working in the terminal. And it said that IntelliJ is like even more better, helps fix your mistakes. So let's see how that goes, and I'll see you in the next vlog, picking up where we stopped. So yeah, if you want to follow me on my journey, subscribe to the channel, like this video so that I know people are watching, gives me encouragement. But I'm gonna continue to do that even without it, but yeah, it helps. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.